everyone? Welcome back to the No Cap Space, a very special edition of Luxury Tax. We're not in our rooms right now on StreamYard. You can tell we're here at Overtime Select, and we got one of the top stars in the game, Gigi Banks of YGE, the team captain, class of 2027. Gigi, thank you for joining for one of our very first in-person interviews. Like this is y'all making history.
Yes, for sure.
And history is something like you're just kind of getting cool with making. You had the very first triple-double in OT Select. So first off, you're in that game, right? Take us back to that game. Okay. Do you know the triple double's coming? Like, do you have any idea what the stats are in that?
No, honestly, the rebounds part, the points part, that's just kind of like, a part of my game. The rebound part was just like literally like somebody shot a far shot and I'm there. It wasn't like, I'm like fighting for the rebounds. The assist, that's something I'm good at. But when you're in the middle of games, you don't really like pay attention to that stuff. You're just going through the motions. So once it came out, I think it was halftime, they told me I was like 5'5" and I had like 6 points. I'm like, okay. So that's when I think third quarter came, second half, and I was just, on a roll. And I didn't really notice until after the game, he came up to me. Tom was like, yo, you just had a triple-double. Matter of fact, no, he said I had 9 at first. So I'm like, okay. I was looking on Twitter or Instagram, and they said I had a triple-double. And I'm like, he came back up to me and was like, you just had the first triple-double. And I'm like, wow. You don't really see how big it is in a moment, but then once like everything comes out, people come up to you and it like keeps getting brought up. It's like, this is kind of big.
Yeah.
So not that you want to change your game at all, but now knowing that you can do that, like that is, how do you feel like attacking like the boards as a guard? Because you get out of transition, like that's a thing. Plus, if you're able to do that as a guard, so now how are you approaching the game knowing that you can do that and do it without even thinking?
I'm probably just it's always gonna take confidence. Like beginning of that, I didn't really know I could rebound. Now you see me getting boards a little bit. My assists are going up way more. I'm just trying to get, everybody touches. So I'm just letting it flow at this point.
I know triple doubles are like a thing in women's basketball where it's like, hey, if you could be the next triple double queen, is that something that how does that obviously like Alyssa Thomas is one of the ones with that. Sabrina doing it in college especially. Is that something that we might be striving for here? The next triple double queen?
I guess so. I'm just letting it happen.
I respect it. I do want to dive in because obviously you're the captain of your team here at OT Select. And one of the coolest things to me about OT Select is the say y'all got in creating your team. And with the jerseys, with the name. Can you break down the jersey look and the name and why you made those decisions to go with what you did?
So, okay, I'm going to start off with the jersey. So the jersey was just type of like, I'm energetic. I'm like, outgoing. I'm not boring. So like anything I do, it's going to be extra. So coming with the jerseys, I knew I wanted to add pink into it. So they sent me the color options. And I said, I want pink in it. I didn't know what it was going to look like. Then that's when we started like, the pink was the YG part. The rest of it was black, white. And I'm like, that's too simple. I want, something crazy. So, at first it was like a little tie-dye, and that's not me. So I was thinking, okay, I just started looking on Instagram. You know how stuff pop up on Reels. And I'm like, okay, I want to do like a camo. So seeing it at first, I didn't really, of course I'm going to like it, but I didn't really see how good it was. Came here for captains, you can saw the jerseys, and it was just like, wow, like this really got put together. The name came along just from, me being a young GOAT as a female. And I'm like, I'm going to just make a young GOAT elite. And now I feel as though, we just going to roll with it.
I love it. Like, I like that you put your personality into it. So like, just for you, like in general, like it's very rare you get an opportunity to, on this scale, to be creative in that way. So just like, was it just fun? Like just to be able to do that? Like what did you learn anything from that process?
Yes, I learned, just to be creative and, you could use yourself in a lot of stuff. Like my personality, everybody says that reflects the jersey. Like it's just extraordinary. And then it's also like, it was just fun. They taught us so much stuff. The procedure to do that, it took a while, but, it came out. It was worth it. So I feel like that was just amazing.
What were your teammates' reactions to the jerseys?
Oh, my God. They were so, like, they was bragging. They like, yo, Gigi got the best jersey. Just seeing that from my teammates was just so, like, it just made me smile. And then after that, telling everybody, yo, I like playing in these. I like playing with you. It was just amazing. They love them. They love them.
Speaking of your teammates, I'm interested, obviously, we're now leading up, we're at TakeOver weekend right now, but we're going to be leading up to championship
weekend.
What makes your team championship caliber in your eyes?
Oh my God. Honestly, just our chemistry, we practiced the first week we was here, we practiced 2 days 2 practices, and it looked like we practiced for about the whole year. The chemistry, it's a lot of great talent in the room. But, once you step on the floor, you're not thinking y'all going to click immediately. So I feel as though the off court helped us a lot. We were eating together, bonding together before the games. And I just feel as though the talent, it all comes in when it gets on the floor. We talk a lot of stuff out. And then, some of these players I never played with. So me being the captain, point guard, and the leader, I got to step up, and talk to them when stuff gets hard, when somebody's down, not having a good game. So I just feel as though when stuff like that happens, it brings us together,
So you're bringing up your teammates and the chemistry that you guys have been able to develop here. Who's a player that you haven't played with before, but who's really impressed you that's on YG?
Honestly, I'm going to just say this right now. All of y'all impressed me. I'm going to just say that. But one person that, yesterday, she wasn't on my team. Middle of the game, she says, yo, I hate not playing with you. And I'm like, yo, I started smiling because that's my girl, and it's Stella. I played with, Jesse. I played with O. I played with a lot of them at USA. I knew Jesse for so long. But Stella, I never played with her. It's just high. In the first weekend, I didn't know we was going to come out like we've been playing together for years. Fast breaks, I'm waiting for her to get down the floor with me, throwing her dimes. We go on block parties. It's just amazing. We see each other on the floor, and you would think me and her have been playing for years. But, just playing with her, I like to get her open. And it's just, I just love playing with her ever since then. But she's an amazing player. She's so underrated. So it's like when she get on a big stage like this, as a leader, as a captain, I'm trying, build her as a player. So that's just a big thing for me.
You mentioned the big stage of this, and that's something so this is our first time here, seeing everything here, and this is pro level. This is like the top of the top. We were genuinely impressed with everything. With the stage and the facilities here, just in general, how do you feel like being a part of Overtime Select is preparing you, whether it be for the attention that might come or for the facilities or kind of whatever route you want to take with that? I'm just interested, what has been your biggest takeaway from it so far?
Honestly, just playing through a lot of things. Overtime here, they have a lot of rules when it's on the big stage. You playing, sometimes you playing 3-on-4. You doing 1-on-1s. You got grab and go, which is you don't get a ball to the ref, you can just go. So it's just different rules, and it's just learning how to play with different players. You see trades are happening right now. You don't know what's really going to happen. So, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with overtime. They give you everything you need. You get food. You get everything you need. Nothing's wrong. It's always positive vibes, The people here are amazing. I won't want to be nowhere else. Overtime is amazing. And they did so much for me. I'm just thankful.
I love it. All right. We're going to have you put your captain, your general manager hat back on even, okay? So, to your team right now. Mm-hmm. So you keep your roster. You don't have to take anyone off or anything. One WNBA player and one college player that you could add going into championship weekend to secure the dub for your team. Who you picking?
WNBA, I'll probably say that's a good one. Hold on. All right, now I'll probably say I need another guard. So I'll probably go Hannah Hidalgo. Okay. And then I'll probably say I need a big /4. Probably say Asia Wilson.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either of those. You can't.
That works.
Yeah, y'all gonna win. I think y'all got it if you bring them on.
That'd be crazy.
Let's get back to your game on the court a little bit. Last night we watched you in the All-Star game, the 5v5. Talk about your layup package. Man. Because the things that you do when you get around the rim, the way that you're able to improvise, is that just natural? Are you thinking about it? You want to swoop it, or do you how are you formulating what you're going to do when you actually get to it?
Before I get there, I'm a fast pace. So once I cross half court, it's I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do. And, shout out to my girl, Khalees. There's no way, I love you. But I knew she likes to block. She could block. And when she blocks, she's long. So I just feel as though the one layup, it was a layup. I had to bring the ball out. And I'm not left-handed, so I didn't even know it was going to go in. But I had to bring it out, and I made it. It's just natural, but you have to read the defender. Some of the layups, if they hedge, I got to do a little something. But as I got older, I had to progress my layup packaging because, they're bigger, they're stronger, they're taller. So I don't want to just get pushed around or, look crazy. So I got to do a little something.
That's because, every time we see it, I feel like, the Magic Johnson, the hee-hee, like that. I feel like you need, sound effects on your layups. Like the package it's legit. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to like I did like sound effects in the arena whenever you're going in for a layup. But no, like you said, we've been so impressed with your game, and we're not the only ones. Obviously, so many coaches and everything. Like from a young age, you getting interest and everything. I'm just interested. Like, what is your mindset in maneuver? Because I can't imagine like getting the options, like already. So like just for you and like for your family, like what is the mindset as you're kind of going through the process? Obviously, still plenty of time and everything, but like just as you're going, like you're really starting to dive into it. What's the mindset like, and how do you handle the new attention, the new eyes that come to your game?
This happened at a young age. You still learning a lot of stuff. So, just going to my parents, my directors, the managers that I had, and just, asking them questions when, like, something don't feel right or I'm confused. That's just honestly a helping guide for me through this process. And, just asking coaches early, how do I fit in your program, and just building bonds early, not rushing nothing, not, overthinking, just letting it all play out. Because as a young guard like me, you don't want to stress yourself too young to where the point where, like, you rush and make a decision. So I feel as though I'm just taking it slow right now, leaving it up to God and my mom. But it's definitely an awesome process, getting calls left and right when you come out of tournaments. It's just an amazing feeling, and you just know you're getting better and better. So I feel as though it's just up from there.
Has there been a call that, like, shook you the most?
Probably because I was so young. Probably it was a couple, honestly. I had my Don Staley call, my LSU call. A couple is Notre Dame. Like, it's just a lot of, big schools that are coming at me so young. So all of them are surprising. But some of them just, like, I could be at a tournament or a camp and, I had to step out. And once you get once my coach tells me to call them, it's just like this is really happening. It's just unbelievable still at a young age.
Believe it, because we saw you last night and we watched you on the YouTube stream before we got here, and you deserve all the recognition that you're getting.
Yeah, absolutely. One last question before we wrap up. Championship weekend, what should people, if they're tuning in to your game, to your team's game for the first time, championship weekend, what should they expect from your team?
Smiles. Literally, my team is so smiley. We just like to have fun. Win or lose, we just always smiling. Because I feel as though the key to this is just having fun. Like, overtime gives you this big stage, this big crowd, all of the attention you need. So, just smiling and having fun. All I gotta say, just get your popcorn ready, because y'all know I'm gonna put on the show. My crew is behind me.
Hey, we got our popcorn. We gonna be ready. Come on, get all the toppings, whatever you need. Gigi, thank you so much for joining us here in the No Cap space here at Overtime Select, here live, boots on the ground, Atlanta, Georgia. Make sure you guys stay tapped into everything No Cap space. Like, subscribe, check out all the links below, and we'll see you next time.